This Japan series is made possible with the support of byFood.com.
I'm not drunk, my eyes are not glassy. Don't do a close-up on my eyes. No! Shh. Okay, we're both drunk.
Today, our cross-country Japan series has built up to this grand finale.
Kanpai.
Cheers! So far, we've traveled all the way from Sendai to our final destination, Fukuoka. In this port city of 1.5 million, Shizuka and I will explore Japan's dying food tradition.
When I heard street food, I thought it was gonna be just grilled and throw it on a plate, but this is like we're sitting in a proper 5-star restaurant. Look at this presentation.
A tradition locals are fighting for.
Guys, have you ever seen such a nice diaphragm?
I've actually never had diaphragm before.
But it may only be a matter of time until the government shuts them down.
Run fast and don't stop at the edge.
These are the most strict street food stalls you'll find anywhere in the world.
Right behind me, these guys are setting up right now. That's a crazy amount of work just so I can sit on my ass, have some drinks, and some damn good food.
This isn't ordinary street food.
I'm really good.
This is Yatai.
We have come to our first Yatai. Can you tell me a little bit about this place?
This is a family-run Yatai business.
Right.
Originally, the dad, he started this business, and then the mother and the son are running it too.
That's dope.
Right here, this very spot. This small chunk of sidewalk has been theirs every night for the last 35 years. A not-so-ordinary street stall with a wide-ranging menu. But tonight, I have a pork fetish, and I'm into feet.
Have you ever had pig's feet?
I've never had pig's feet.
Oh man, you're getting so many new adventurous opportunities.
So many.
I get it maybe because it looks like a foot and they usually walk on the ground with the feet.
Yes.
But the foot is actually full of fat and collagen, which is good for your skin.
The skin, yeah, and wrinkles.
This not-so-commonly used pig part is a favorite for those sipping sake in Japan. The feet are braised in a soy sauce base for 5 hours, then thrown on the grill, lightly seasoned and served simply with shredded cabbage and vinegar soy sauce.
We've got some skin here. That's just pure gelatinous fat. It's super tender. It is a little bit gamey smelling still.
Ugh. Okay. It's much better than I thought. The texture really reminds me of like an undercooked, very soft, chewy rice, like almost a mochi rice.
It's a little bit of animaliness, but the thing with drinking food is it's supposed to give you a jolt of intensity so that you have a reason to wash down your beer.
True.
How you doing? True.
Every night at dusk, when the sun sets over Fukuoka City, on street sides and alleyways, these Yatai come to life. But what does Yatai mean to Fukuoka? Meet Higashi Koichiro. He owns a Yatai called JOUNETSU no CHIDORIASHI. Ensuring he can bring the best experience to his customers each night starts here.
Hello, sir. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you.
Higashi is a newcomer to this traditional style of dining, only running his outdoor eatery for the last 2.5 years. But his izakaya, the birthplace for most of his culinary creations, has been around for 50 years.
The word yatai, does it have a literal meaning?
Yatai desu ne.
Essentially what a yatai is, it's a transportable food cart. And for him, what they do is they bring their cart out onto the streets, and then at the end of the day, they pack up and they bring it back to the restaurant.
I was in the USA recently, and I was talking to a lot of small independent restaurant owners about their restaurants and the regulation they have to deal with, and they are finding it more and more difficult to meet the demands that are put upon them by different government agencies. And I'm curious, as somebody who owns a yatai, what challenges do you face when it comes to regulation in Japan?
もう規則が
We have a very strict regulation for size of the space. The actual size that you're allotted is 3 meters by 5 meters, and the size of your actual yatai shop should be within 3 meters and 2.5 meters.
Oh my god.
さっきもお話
Due to regulations, you can only start from 5 p.m. and then you have to leave by 4 a.m. And of course, you can't leave anything behind. It needs to look exactly as it did before, of course.
Right.
The number of yatai have greatly reduced in Japan as governing officials attempt to clean up the streets. But even some local people see them as eyesores, creating more ruckus than they're worth. For some, who stick to the old ways, running a yatai goes beyond a profession. For them, it's a performance.
Here we are. Can we talk loud in the confines of the yatai?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we're outdoors.
HAKURYU Yatai Shop has been around for 62 years, having passed through 3 generations. A cozy space that seats 10 at most. But still, people line up for their turn at the yatai table.
Here, as part of their menu, they served us up some of their classics. We've got the gyoza. I'm gonna split these apart. It's super crispity.
Right,
it's been
yeah.
seared in a pan. So you can see it's very seared.
Gyoza, dumplings filled with ground meat and vegetables, wrapped in a thin dough. Here, it's served with yuzu kosha, a hot citrusy soy sauce.
Wait, you're gonna dip it in the yuzu kosho. It isn't complete without this. Oh. Oh, that is so crispy.
It's the holy matrimony of deliciousness having its wedding reception on my tongue. It's so nice.
It's a great metaphor.
It's crispy on the bottom, chewy on the top, and it's full of delicious spiced meats. I love it.
This is a great yatai food.
Here, sagari, it's translated as diaphragm.
I've actually never had diaphragm before.
Sagari is thin, tender skirt steak. Put it on a skewer, toss it on the grill, sprinkle with salt and pepper, and it's ready for an intimate night with your taste buds.
Ooh!
Yeah, it's like medium rare, tender, juicy.
The pepper really brings out a nice flavor to the meat.
Everything here is just meant to be little bites, little tastes, flavors, textures to go in between all the drinking. So the more you eat, the more you want to drink. The more you drink, the more you want to eat. It's a vicious cycle. It could get out of control pretty quickly.
It really can.
The variety of yatai food is limitless, and the prices are more reasonable than you might think. $5 for ramen, tofu soaked in odang broth and beef tendon for just a few bucks.
That's pretty good for some tofu.
That's right.
I like it.
Or this, a rare wild meat you don't often see served in restaurants. Meet head chef Yoshito Takahashi.
Well, hello there, Yoshi.
Konnichiwa.
Working together with Mr. Higashi, they're winning over locals and newcomers night after night.
So right now he's deboning the hindquarter of a deer. Where'd you get a deer leg? Right. I'm dying to know what is the key to outstanding yatai service.
やっぱりそうですね
He says that a lot of people feel a little nervous about going to yatai. In the city, it's hard to kind of like go and sit down next to someone you don't know. He believes it's his role to help them feel at ease and enjoy the experience.
That's incredible. The party's about to get started in 5 hours. But first, Oishi.
美味しいです
Psycho.
Yes
Psycho.
最高です
When I was a teenager helping my dad butcher deer, I never thought of actually eating the tenderloin raw. Just take a quick look at this game meat. It's so deep red, like scarlet, no fat in there. This is a deer that's been eating organic its whole life. He said they can't serve it to guests that way, but I'm in the kitchen, I've got special access. Eat together?
Yes
All right, let's do it.
Yes Let's go
I like your enthusiasm for raw meat. It's like really good. That's a lot of meat. No super strong flavors at all, nothing gamey. It's just super clean, salty, like animal oil coating my mouth. That's cool. So every time you're preparing, does a boss man know that? You just eat a couple? Right behind me, these guys are setting up right now, and I do not envy the work these guys go through each day. First of all, the cart, which fits an incredible amount of stuff in there. They have the sink, chairs, pots, pans, burners, everything that fits inside. Now you can see they've opened it up, set it up, cleaned it up, and then finally at the end get the food out and then start preparing the food. That whole process takes about an hour and a half. Something I'm gonna keep in mind next time I see these on the street is all the work that goes into it, just so I can sit on my ass, have some drinks and some damn good food. Here we are, after a long day, seeing how they prepare all this food. The results are here. It is like 5-star street food.
Yoshi does not take his food prep lightly. He's the captain of this ship, monitoring each guest around him, making sure they get whatever they need.
I ordered a deer sausage. I thought he would just cut a hot dog into 5 pieces, throw it in a bowl and give it to me, and then it's like a work of art.
First a fried cheese roll, then fried sausage along with veggies. Artfully plated, Yoshi meticulously smearing sauces, plating each vegetable with precision. And then that cheese roll, bringing the dish to life, and a fat deer sausage plopped on top.
This is my first venison, by the way.
Bambi.
I wouldn't eat Bambi by choice, but here we are. Oh, that's really damn good.
That's very juicy. I would guess that they put some pork in there too.
Since deer meat is a little bit low on oil and fat, he's cooking it in pork fat. So the meat is still 100% deer.
What even is this?
That's some fancy ass cheese. Oh, I love that. So good.
Crispy Parmesan cheese. That's wonderful.
High quality, beautiful to look at food is Yoshi's strength. Like this deer steak, set upon a bed of flower petals.
It's game meat, but it's not gamey at all.
And wild boar meat, too.
There's a lot of different flavors in that one bite.
It's the next level of yum. It's not just about the food or the booze, although I am a big fan of both.
Can we get 3? Can you drink 1?
I like it.
Oh, yay!
It's about who you're here with and who you might bump into along the way.
Guys, are we gonna be showing up? Huh? Right now, just a little bit past 9 p.m. They're just warming up. In Japan, you can feel this switch turn where people go from intense office jobs, expectations, obligation, and then they flip the switch and forget about everything else.
I think in Japan, the phrase work hard, play hard really, really fits the bill.
Yeah, absolutely.
These days, Yatai is a tradition only found in Fukuoka, a tradition whose time may be limited. But while it's here, vendors all around the city are going through the back-breaking work of prepping food, setting up shop, and pouring drinks, just to break it all down that night, leaving no trace of what hangovers and laughs were shared the night before. If you're traveling to Japan, let me recommend booking an experience through byFood.com, now offering over 250 experiences throughout the country. You can find food tours, cooking classes, tastings, and more. And for each booking made, byFood.com contributes funds to children in need through their Food for Happiness project. And be sure to check out our second channel, More Best Ever Food Review Show, for raw clips and deleted scenes that didn't make it into the show.
Shizzy, you killed it. Thank you so much. Guys,
you.
that is a wrap on Japan. I will see you next time. Peace! Oh, I'm gonna get more alcohol. Sleep and vitamins. I'm gonna take vitamins. I'm taking
gonna get
vitamins
more alcohol.
now.
Yes. Woo!